Hi everyone, we're in our final question for solving equations with fractions. I want to try to go through this with you so that you understand each step, and that way you can solve other questions similar to this at home by yourself. So what did we mention last time around? We mentioned the fact that we've got 3 and 4 here as the denominators. We need to figure out the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4, and that's going to be, well, that's going to be 12, right? We've done that before, so that's going to be 12. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 12, and let's kind of explain what happens. So when you multiply both sides by 12, don't forget you're multiplying everything by 12. So what we end up getting is 12 times 6 take away 3x all over 3, take away 12 times 5x plus 12 all over 4, which is equal to negative 12, right? So just about squeeze that in there. And so now we can see that, well, actually these two cancel each other out, and you're left with 12 divided by 3 is 4, so that becomes 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3, so that becomes 3, and now you've got rid of the denominators, right? And so it becomes a simple case of 4 brackets 6 take away 3x, take away 3 brackets 5x plus 12 equals to negative 12. And so now we can start expanding and simplifying. 4 times 6 is going to be 24. 4 times negative 3x, I mean negative 12x. Negative 3 times 5x, negative 15x. And negative 3 times 12 is going to be negative 36, right? Negative times positive is going to be negative. And that's equal to negative 12. So we're nearly there. Let's see if we can clean this up a little bit so that we simplify and then we can solve for x. So how are we going to do this? Let's have a look. So the next step, I suppose, is to clean it up, right? We could add 36 on both sides and then take away 24 as well. That would kind of help us a little bit, right? If I add 36 on both sides and then take away 12, take away 24, sorry, that's the same as adding 12 on both sides, right? So that's going to be the same as adding 12 on both sides, I mean 0. And then you've got negative 12x take away 15x equals 0. And so negative 12x take away 15x is going to be negative 27x equals 0. And therefore x in this case must be equal to 0, because if you divide both sides by negative 27, then it's going to be 0. So that's one way we can solve this problem, and you can see that it's not too challenging once you got rid of the denominators, right? Once you get rid of the fractions, these types of questions are really simple as long as you're expanding properly, and you don't forget that if there's a negative here and you're expanding out and there's a negative in there, it's going to be a positive.